You know what's hard in midlife? That sometimes the life that you worked so hard to build is what is exhausting you. You checked all the boxes. You've worked hard. You've raised your kids. You've been responsible. You sacrificed. You held the family together. You worked on your education. You've climbed up the corporate ladder. You're making good money. You've done all the things that were expected and all the things that resemble a successful and good life. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can stop feeling trapped in that life that you spent so many years trying to build. You wake up feeling trapped inside a life that looks perfect from the outside. And that feeling sometimes comes with guilt because maybe you've raised your family, you're raising your family, you're obviously grateful, and maybe you should be a little bit happier, but deep down, I think you feel exhausted, you feel disconnected and resentful, and honestly, sometimes a little bit lost because you're on this hamster wheel, spinning in a life that you're just going in a circle. And if that's where you are right now, then this video is for you, because today I'm going to talk about how we can get off of that hamster wheel and enjoy the life that we've spent so many years curating. Let's stop with the guilt and the resentment and the feeling lost. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi friends, I'm Lori and welcome to my channel. This is Ever After 50. I'm a full-time working mom, married with 2 adult kids, still living in the home. I have 2 cats and a small business. I am here to share all of my midlife adventures, good and bad. I'm in the perimenopause stage of midlife. I am also on the cusp of retirement and the cusp of being an empty nester. If any of this resonates, I hope that you'll subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so that you don't miss any of my videos. Now let's get to this video. The truth is that midlife is very heavy, especially for Gen Xers. We are the generation that were adaptable, resilient, tough, strong. We pushed through literally everything. And we got so good at taking care of everyone else that in most cases we forgot about ourselves. And midlife has a way of exposing that because the situation changes as we're moving through midlife. You know, our kids have grown up, our careers have changed, our body's changing, our energy levels are changing, our emotions are changing, and sometimes even our purpose is changing. And we start to ask ourselves, who am I without all of this? And that's why many people in midlife start to think about a transformation. And I'll share a video here that I've done about how I started my midlife transformation when I turned 50. I decided that it was finally time to prioritize myself, and I started first with losing some weight. I've struggled with PCOS since I was 18 years old, so it's been a long journey. It was finally time to focus on getting healthy, and I've also decided over the last few years that it was important for me to get out more, get out and go and do things that I enjoy, going to the theater, going for coffee, going to the bookstore, just going out for a short visit with friends. I think that once you hit a certain age and your life starts to change a lot, it's really important to take stock and take an assessment of what you think you need for yourself and how you can improve your life without all of those other things. So for my midlife ladies, today I'm going to share my top 4 ways to help you stop feeling trapped in that life that you curated for decades. The first thing is to do an assessment of your life and start telling yourself the truth. And I don't mean the socially acceptable truth of what the world expects from you or what your family and friends expect from you. I mean the truth. What drains you? What brings you joy? What part of you do you miss? What have you neglected? What makes you feel empty? You can't change a life that you can't be honest and acknowledge where there's something missing. Ladies, if you are in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, beyond, you do not need permission from anyone. I think a lot of midlife women were conditioned that you have to earn rest. You have to earn good things in your life. And that's not the case. You know, we were conditioned that we had to earn joy, we had to earn peace, we had to earn self-care. And Above all of that, our own needs were not met. So I think it's really important to change that mindset. We don't need permission to make a better life for ourselves and to have peace and joy in our everyday. Nor do we need to justify the peace, the joy, the happiness that we want in our lives. You need to build your identity outside of productivity. Who are you when you're not solving problems for everyone else? That question really matters. So try things that only belong to you, whether it be traveling, friendships, movement, going to classes, learning, even quiet time. And I've done a video recently talking about why it's very important for you to be comfortable doing things alone. And I'm going to share that here because I think we all need to have our own identity and our own purpose. That's the most important thing for maintaining healthy mental health state, healthy relationships, and having an identity of our own.
And as silly as it may seem to some people, I decided to take solo trips to Disney. And in doing so, have met up with so many people in the Disney community.
And it's as simple as making smaller changes before huge resentment sets in. And the longer that you go on in a family, in your relationship, where you're feeling that your needs aren't being met, that you've lost your own identity, that resentment is going to build hugely. And people think that transformation has to be something huge and long and drawn out. It doesn't have to be. It's all the little things that add up to something big. So just very simple, small little changes, whether it's, just speaking honestly, changing up your routine, taking an hour to yourself a day, saying no more often. You don't always have to be the yes person. How about you say yes to yourself? So if you're feeling trapped in midlife, trapped in that life that you've created for yourself, it's okay. I think that's a normal and natural part of getting to this age where we've taken care of so many other people and made everyone else a priority. And then we really do start to lose ourselves a little bit. And we get so bogged down by this life that we've created that we did forget about ourselves. So if you're a midlife lady and this video resonates, you see yourself right here at this point in the same situation, let me know that you're here in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling and what you are trying to do to change this hamster wheel that you're in. Because again, it's all these simple little changes, and your comments do help all of the other viewers that are experiencing the same thing. So if you did make it to the very end of this video, I appreciate so much that you took the time to watch, and I hope that you'll subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.